Okay, so it's time for another video on the AutoVlog YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, we're going to talk about a topic that I've been getting a lot of questions regarding, and that is how much have you actually spent on your car since you got it. Now, with all the modifications that we've done to the car so far, I've actually not myself looked into exactly how much I've spent. So in today's video, we're going to cover every penny that has been spent on this car in modifications. But before we do that, I want to take 1 minute and give a special thanks to Movement Watches, who are actually sponsoring this video. If you've been following the channel for a little while here, you know that I've mentioned them before because they make awesome watches. And not just watches, they make sunglasses as well, all kinds of cool stuff. Now, the reason why I like them is because I'm not really a watch connoisseur guy myself. I'm not the type to spend thousands of dollars on a watch, although I like how they look, especially this one that I'm wearing here today. This is my new favorite. It is called the Biscayne. Also, if you watch my videos on a regular basis, you'll tell that I wear these all the time. It's not just some promotional thing where, you know, I talk about them in one video and then I never wear the watches again. I really like the quality and the design of these watches, specifically this one that I'm wearing today, the Biscayne. So why am I telling you guys all this? Well, if you feel the same way that I do, that you don't want to spend a fortune on a watch or a bracelet or on sunglasses, but you're not interested in paying premium pricing, then MVMT.com is definitely for you. If you go to their website, find something for yourself, your spouse, your family member, your friend, whoever it is, and you use the promo code AutoVlog15 at checkout, you actually get $15 off your purchase. So it's extremely simple. Find something you like, use the promo code AutoVlog15 at checkout, and save $15 off your purchase. But okay, let's talk about my beloved car here. If you're a subscriber to this channel, you've seen many videos of this car already. But if you're stopping by here for the first time and you're not really familiar with this car, what we're going to do in this video is we're going to quickly talk about the spec of the car and how it is equipped. Now, this car has a base price of $75,000. So mine is stickered at $88,960. Now, some of the additional features that I've gotten on my car is, number one, I did pick the black forged wheels. Now, of course, we're going to talk about this here in a minute. They're no longer on the car, but that was one feature that I really wanted in the beginning. Also, there's something called the night package, and this package actually blacks out a lot of the silver / chrome parts that will be on the car unless you have the night package. So if you see the window trim here, this is black. And if we walk around here, this piece would also be silver in my case, but it is black because of the night package. And then also at the rear of the car, the exhaust tips are black instead of silver. Now also these side skirts are black because of the night package. And again, I know people are going to comment about my car looking horrible, and it does. I mean, it's impossible to drive the car around where I live during this time of year. I just washed it, I'm not kidding. It's a place that's less than a mile from where the car is sitting right now, and it still looks like shit, but that's the way it is. Now, I also have the optional performance exhaust system, which is a must for anyone that buys a car like this. That's a $1,250 option. Now, I also have the 360 camera, so there's a camera up front here, and then obviously the backup camera. It's an amazing system that gives you a complete surround view of the vehicle. If we open up the car here quickly, I have the optional carbon fiber center stack. So the way the car came from the factory in Germany, it was priced at $88,960. So let's talk about these modifications, and we're just going to start with the first one that I did, and that was to replace the spoiler. So this is a carbon fiber spoiler from a company called Mode Carbon. It's a lot bigger than the stock spoiler that came with the car, as you can tell right here. Now, the price for this piece right here is $695. Now, the second thing that I did was to tint the windows. Now the price I paid for that with labor was around $260. And as we make it to the front of the vehicle again, talk about the second carbon fiber piece that I got, and that is this grille piece right here. I absolutely love the way that it makes my car look from the front. I love the blacked out look versus the silver piece that was on there from the beginning. Now the price for this piece right here is $1,295. And would you look at that, we're back at the rear of the vehicle here. We're making circles, but that's because we're going to talk about the third carbon fiber part that was fitted on the car, and that is this awesome diffuser from Mode Carbon. So this drastically changes the way that the car looks from the rear versus the stock piece. Now the price for the rear diffuser is $1,495. Which brings us to the final carbon fiber part that was fitted on the car. Now I recently did a video where I revealed this amazing front splitter, also from, of course, Mode Carbon. Now in my opinion, this is just a very classy modification that even furthermore improves the subtle but very aggressive look of the front end of the car. So if we combine the prices for all the carbon fiber parts from Mode Carbon, that equals $4,780. And then adding the tint job along with the labor, which adds another $260, that brings it to. But we're not quite finished yet. So many of you have most likely noticed that I have a new set of wheels. Now these are the Velos D7s that I got from Velos Design Works in Florida, and I absolutely love the design of these wheels. The stock setup was 20-inch in the rear and 19-inch up front. Up front we had 255/35 19 diameter tires and 285/30 20 in the rear. We now have 295/30 20 in the rear and 265/30 20 up front. The inner tube of the actual wheel is the same finish as the outer part of the wheel. Along with shipping, these wheels were around $8,400. So it goes without saying that the wheels are definitely the most expensive part of the car's modifications. Now since I bought new wheels, of course I needed new tires. The wheels are a different size from the stock setup, so I couldn't use the stock tires that I already had, which were the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. Now with these new wheels, of course I wanted to have some of the best tires available on the market right now. So what I decided to go with were the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Now the pricing for a full set in the size that I needed them were $1,300. Now at the same time as we put my new wheels and tires on the car, we also lowered it. So this car is lowered about an inch, and I chose to go with KW Haas suspension. The lowering springs are definitely a big part of the way that the car sits now. Now obviously it's a combination of everything, the design of the wheels, carbon fiber parts, and so on. But when I first saw my car after it being lowered, I finally saw it the way that I always wanted it to look. So these KWs were really a good investment. I still have the stock shocks. So the adaptive suspension with Comfort Sport, Sport Plus is still intact. Now that was something that was very important to me. I didn't want to lose that convenience. I wasn't interested in having a suspension that was always in stiff mode, so to speak. I still want the car to be comfortable to drive around, you know, when I'm just doing daily driving, and it still is. I don't really notice a difference whatsoever from the stock setup versus the lowered setup with the KW springs. Now the price for this lowering kit was $900. So with all that being said, there is one mod left to mention. And again, I've said this before, I don't know if it's a modification, it's more of a customization, because I got personalized lug bolts. It has the AV logo in the middle. Now these are titanium bolts, so they're extremely light. Now I'm not going to talk a long time about these bolts here because I just recently did a video about it. But the price for these titanium bolts are $700 with the logo. So my math is absolutely horrible, but I'm sure that you've been able to add this together during the duration of this video here, and I'm sure while I'm editing it, I'm probably putting it up on the screen here somewhere, what it is. But something that I forgot to add while we were talking about the wheels and the tires and the lowering springs was the cost that I had for labor in having Auto Illusions put all this stuff on for me. So the final number of all the mods that I've done to this car since I got it in September of last year is very close to, I'm pretty sure, $17,000. It's probably around 16.8, 16.9, something like that. And these are all cosmetic mods, really. I mean, they're wheels, you know, carbon fiber bits and all that stuff. We haven't really started on the performance mods yet. So when I'm going through what I've been spending on the car, to me, it is a pretty hefty number. Now, of course, combined with everything, I have probably gotten around $45,000 to maybe $5,000 in discount on all this stuff. So yeah, I mean, I haven't paid retail for all that, but it's still a pretty hefty penny for me. But with me being an automotive YouTuber, it is of course content for me to modify my car. So I do generate money back from everything that I've done to it. That is the awesome thing with what I do, and why I always thank you guys so much, because I'm extremely blessed that I can, you know, live the life that I'm living and doing what I do and call it a job. You know, that's how I make a living. So of course, all the money that I've spent is not just down the drain to have a cool looking car. It's also something that generates income for me. So let me know what you guys think. Was this what you had expected? Did you think it was going to be more? Did you think it was going to be less? Now, with all this being said, it's not the end of the mods for the AMG. Pretty soon, we're going to start with the performance mods. And I'm sure the price is going to go up even more for that. I'm actually going to Florida pretty soon. I haven't set the exact date yet, but the AMG will be getting downpipes and it will be getting a tune as well. And the guys that will be doing this for me is Velos Design Works in Miami. So yeah, myself and the Beast will be making another trip to Miami. As I mentioned, I haven't set the exact date yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing all my friends down in Miami again and making the AMG a whole lot louder and a whole lot faster. I've been getting so many questions from people regarding when I'm going to stop pussyfooting around with these cosmetic mods and stuff and start doing some real ones. But I guess I can finally announce that it will be happening, and I'm extremely excited for it. So yeah, there's a lot of fun up ahead with the AMG, and I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Spring is coming here. I mean, we're at the end of this stupid ass winter that we're having here. I mean, I can't complain too much. It hasn't been that bad, but yesterday it was 55 degrees here. I actually filmed the intro shots with all the drone shots and stuff yesterday, but it started raining. So I figured, okay, I'll just finish the video today. What I didn't know was that we were gonna have a snow blizzard in the middle of the night. So woke up to all this snow. This was completely gone yesterday, and as I mentioned, it was pretty warm, at least to be in the Pittsburgh area here. So I mean, it's just absolutely nuts, but it's looking like we're gonna be up in the 50s here the coming 2 weeks at least. So yeah, spring is coming. Very, very exciting. I can't wait for a new real driving season in this car and all the fun stuff that we're gonna do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been getting so many questions regarding, you know, I mean, how much have you actually spent on mods? You know, what's the total cost of the car and that kind of thing. So I hope it answered some of your questions, and maybe we'll do a follow-up video later on when we've done some performance mods, because I honestly don't really know exactly what that's gonna cost yet. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. If it's your first time stopping by and you like what you see, please subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.